Taoiseach, you may be aware that in ancient Roman mythology and religion, the god Janus was the god with two faces, two people in one. Now, can I suggest to you that when it comes to your attitude towards EU pronouncements, that people could be forgiven for thinking that we actually have two different Taoiseachs, or two Taoiseachs in the one body. Because when it comes to the European Union telling us that we should collect 13 billion in unpaid taxes from a tax-evading company, Apple, you are the patriotic firebrand and Euro-critic that is standing up for the nation and telling the EU not to interfere with the right of the Irish people to decide their own policies. But when it comes to the European Union telling us we must accept a regressive, unpopular, unwanted austerity tax in the form of water charges, suddenly you become a little puppy dog that rolls over in the most servile fashion and tells us we must obey every single diktat that comes from the European Union, regardless of the fact that the people of this country have clearly given their verdict on water charges and don't want them. So I just want you to explain these two different Taoiseachs and these two utterly different attitudes towards the European Union. When it comes to standing up for ordinary working people and indeed democracy on an issue like water charges, you say no, we just got to do what the European Union tells us.
I think you're really going beyond the
well, I'm not, because I want to ask, Count Corlett,
I doubt water charges was an issue on the agenda in Bratislava. And your question is about a report on what transpired at Bratislava.
I would say the Apple ruling and indeed the reasons why, in fact the very explicit reason for Bratislava, were the reasons why Britain had left and why there was widespread disillusionment with the European Union. And can I put it to the Taoiseach that widespread disillusion flows precisely from this, the double standards that seem to characterise our approach to the European Union and indeed the European Union's own policies on a whole range of issues, that people are utterly bemused by these double standards, and very specifically by your double standards. So I ask you very seriously, Taoiseach, how do you explain these two absolutely contrasting approaches to the European Union? So would the real Taoiseach please stand up?
Thank you, Deputy Boyd Barrett.